There is a saying that if you want to know the value of money, go and try borrow some. Getting money or a loan from anyone, be it a friend, or it could be a bank, or it could be any financial institution, is not an easy task. You have to do a lot of hard work for that. This is what we are going to discuss in this video. Hello everyone, welcome to KCC channel. Today we are going to discuss the intricacies of getting a business loan from a bank or a financial institution. So we will try to understand what points you should take care while preparing your documents for applying for a loan with a bank. What could be the reasons for taking a loan from a bank or a financial institution? One reason could be that you are expanding your business. You are expanding your business to a new location, or maybe you are expanding your current capacity and you are improving your system of organization. Then another reason could be that you have bagged a large order. So, for executing that order, you have to have more funds, you have to have more working capital, you have to hire more people, you have to buy raw material for executing that order. So for all these reasons, you need to have capital, you need to have loan, you need to have funds so that you can undertake the activities that you desire. So let us see what your business loan file should be so that your loan is accepted and sanctioned and disbursed as well. And first thing would be that you should have an introduction of your business. You should outline that what your business is all about. What are your main products? If you are into a service industry, you have to outline what all services you provide to the market. What are the niche factors? What are your USP? And what is your product cycle? How much time does it take to convert your raw material into the final product? And what kind of credit period you get from the market? And how much of credit you can give or you give to the market? Next comes the promoters. You have to give the details of the promoters. Who are all the promoters? What are their educational qualifications? What is their experience? What are their major business achievements? Along with that, you have to give the contact details of the promoters so that the financial institutions can get in touch with them and get their perspective of the business. Next comes the machinery and infrastructure. Here, you have to give the details of the machinery. If you're taking a machinery loan, you have to give the details of the machinery that you tend to buy, whether this machine would be procured from within the country or you are going to import that machine. How much will be the custom duty that you'll have to pay for that? How you are going to install that machinery and who will support in case of any kind of a you know uh, repair if it is required for that machine. So you have to take care of all these factors and mention that in your business loan file. Next comes the details of the employees. Here you have to give the details of the employees, that how many employees will be there in your business or presently are there in your business, what are their educational qualifications, what is their experience, and you have to give the details of the top management, because that will give the confidence to the lenders that who is there in the top management, who is running the show, who is. Next comes the prospective customers. Here, you have to give the details of your prospective customers, and here you can also give the details of the existing customers so that you inform that who will be your prospective customers and how many. If you have purchase orders from them, then you can attach those purchase orders and give that to the lender in order to make them understand that what will be, from where your revenue will be coming. If you have bag order from a major corporation, you should highlight that fact. Next comes the profit and loss statements. If you have an existing business, you must give the profit and loss statements of your past 3 years at least. Profit and loss statements give the idea of the business, how much is the revenue, what all expenses are there in the business, and what is the profitability. If you give the profit and loss statements of the last 3 years, that will give the idea to the lender that what is the revenue growth in the past 3 years, based upon which they can estimate that what will be the revenue growth in the future years to come. Similarly, if the profitability is reasonable, the bankers will be assured of a good return of their money. Next comes the balance sheets. You have to give the balance sheets of your existing business for at least 3 years. Balance sheets give a fair idea of the asset and liabilities position of the business. The liabilities have the promoters' details, that how much of money has been contributed by the promoters. Then comes the loans, how much of loan already is there in the business that has been borrowed by the promoters. Then what are your current liabilities? How much of the sundry creditors are there, which will give the idea of the credit worthiness of your business. On the asset sides comes the fixed assets, where you can give the details, where you get the details of the machinery, what all equipments are there, how many computers are there, everything is there in the fixed assets. Next comes the current assets, that how much of the current assets are there, what is the inventory position, what is the position of the bank balance, and how much are the debtors that are there. So overall, the balance sheet gives a fair view of the business credit worthiness and the position of the assets and liabilities. Next comes the financial projections. This is a very important part because this will lay down the future of the business. It gives the idea to the lender that how much of the profits that the business is going to generate in the future, what will be the rate of increase of the revenue of the business, and how much of the capital will be invested in the business, what all machinery will be used for expansion. This gives the monetary value of the machines. Now, for analyzing any business, the lenders use the ratio analysis. They check all the ratios, whether it is meeting the benchmark criteria or they are not in a very good shape. So, what all ratios are there? Number one ratio is current ratio. Current ratio is a ratio which depicts the working capital position of the business. A benchmark ratio of 1.33 is a good one, but the bankers accept any ratio above 1.17. Next comes the debt equity ratio. This benchmark of this ratio is 1. However, bankers do accept ratios between 1.5 to 2 also. Next comes the debt service coverage ratio. Debt service coverage ratio, the benchmark is 1.5, but the bankers do accept ratio anything above 1.4. Next comes the interest service coverage ratio. The benchmark ratio is 2.5. However, the bankers do accept any ratio above 2. Next is the total outstanding liabilities over tangible net worth. Here the benchmark ratio is 4. However, bankers do accept this ratio up to 5. You also have to take care of the profitability ratios, and the profit should be increasing over the years as the business grows. Next is the security offered. How much of security you are offering. Now, the conditions today are so volatile, the financial position is so fragile, the bankers do not give any loan without taking any collateral security. Sometimes they take collateral security up to 125% of the loan that they are offering. However, some small loans are being offered without any collateral if you have a small business. Next comes the monetary acquisitions. Here you have to give the details of any acquisition that you are making. You are acquiring any business, you are having any joint venture with any other business, or you are merging with any business. All these aspects should be covered in this column. So these are the important points one should take care of while preparing a business project file so that your loan is sanctioned as soon as possible and you are able to undertake your project in a timely manner. We hope that this video proves helpful to you in undertaking your loan activities and increasing the volume of your business. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.